This here's from Megyn Kelly. Megyn reveals Blake Lively subpoenaed her and claims she was being paid by Justin Baldoni. Let's see what we got. I have an extraordinary update for you in the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni legal battle. This is a case in which Blake Lively accuses her co-star from the movie It Ends With Us, Justin Baldoni, of not safe for work harassment and disparagement. Baldoni cross-claimed, saying Lively's a nasty bully who's unfairly blaming and disparaging him for the negative press she generated with her disastrous promo tour around the release of their movie in August 2024. News broke in July that Lively begun sending subpoenas to podcasters and others who had said or written negative things about her, from Candace Owens and Perez Hilton to people you've likely never heard of, Zach Peters, and whoever else, I suppose. She then says it ignited a free speech firestorm. All right, real quick on that. If she claims defamation and can actually prove it, I make the distinction between that and free speech. But these people are generally reporting only on third-party sources who already put the information out there. So in this case, yeah, it seems like it would be free speech. We can now reveal that we were among those Blake Lively targeted. She actually tried to get the confidential and proprietary materials my team and I used for any and all stories about her. Oh, man. So they were trying to grab like anything they could and see if anybody anywhere was connected to Justin. And then maybe if they were, what if Candace Owens happened to know Justin? They would maybe say that, it was a smear campaign. But to prove a campaign, you'd have to really prove everyone was in on it, or at least the vast majority of them. Because Blake Lively was unable to fathom that yours truly had developed a genuine revulsion toward her on my own, she poised that I must have been ensnared in Baldoni's alleged ongoing smear campaign against her, that his attorney, who happens to also be my own from well before this representation of Baldoni, must be controlling her coverage. All right, so she saw they had the same attorney, but if they got that attorney before this happened, okay. In addition, she suggested I was getting paid by Baldoni or Friedman for my anti-Blake coverage, demanding to see all documents reflecting this agreement or payment structure. This is how narcissistic this woman is. She actually thinks that I need to get paid by Baldoni's team to say negative things about her. Right, like they can't not like me. They must be getting paid. Newsflash, Blake, I came to those conclusions totally organically. Don't give your power away, sweetheart. It was you, all you, who made me unable to stand you. No man had anything to do with it. We fought her subpoena and won. She backed down and has now missed the deadline to pursue her harassment of me and my team any further. Sorry, sweetheart. You might want to try harder next time. But in any event, we gave her absolutely nothing, not one document, not one record, not one communication. In no world would I ever allow my teams or my communications with each other or with our sources to be turned over to a third party, and certainly not to this nitwit. It's called the First Amendment, freedom of the press. She has zero right to nose around in how I gather news or how my team and I prepare for the show we do. Pro tip, we're extremely fair, thorough, factual, and unsparing of any public figure, and frankly of ourselves when it comes to our high standards. All right, fair enough. And you know what? I believe Megyn Kelly because it sounds pretty straightforward. Sounds correct to me. She does go on to say that there are smaller YouTubers and creators that can't fight this, and Blake knows it, which was really the dick move on Blake's part. If she goes after people who are rich and big in the first place, that's one thing. They could defend themselves. I still don't like it, but all right. It's not quite the same ball game as going after someone who's got like 35,000 subs getting a couple thousand views a video. These two Hollywood mega millionaires think nothing of harassing powerless people on social media who have the temerity to write or speak negatively about Queen Blake. Remember, next time you see Ryan Reynolds trying to point himself on as the nice guy, he's a bully too. She continues about the smaller YouTubers and creators and how she worries about them. Doesn't say she's going to help them in any way, but okay, it's nice to say. And she ends with this here, saying Blake Lively is basically an entitled, nasty, elitist Hollywood snob who thinks she's untouchable. And compares her to Meghan and Harry, who also sued people from the media. Pretty good ending. I'm going to leave it there. If you're not subbed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.